If your cat has been diagnosed with diabetes, hopefully your veterinarian has prescribed insulin and given you instruction on how much and how often you should give that insulin. But one additional thing that you need to learn is how to do what's called a blood glucose curve, or take a blood glucose reading, commonly referred to as a BG. What I'm going to show you today on Peaches is how to take a droplet of blood from her ear and have it suck up into the glucometer. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the strip out of our jar, and when we put it in our machine, the machine automatically turns on. And then we are going to take our lancing device and we're going to actually pluck the vein on her ear. But first I want to show you, she's a little busy, so bear with. First I want to show you all around the edge of her ear is her vein. And here's a way that you can help illuminate the vein to make it easier for you to appreciate. If you put the flashlight behind the ear, or better yet, if they're sleeping in their favorite spot with some sun, you can actually just use the light coming in the window to help illuminate that red vein. So you can see where it is that you're about to poke. So what we're going to do is we are going to place some gauze behind her ear, and we're going to use our lancet, and we're going to just do a quick little poke right there. And then for a lot of kitties, and she's a little busy, but she's one of our better candidates for this, we're going to just give a little squeeze. Oh, Peaches. She says, I don't want to be in this video. We're going to give a little gentle pressure on either side of the ear. See, now we're getting this little drop of blood? Then what happens is we're going to take our blood glucose machine and we're just going to hold that up. We've filled the square. Each machine is a little different, so don't take this for gospel because it really depends on which machine you have. But we have filled that little square with blood by allowing it to wick up. And of course now she's stopped wiggling because we've stopped messing with her ear. And in 8 seconds we have a read and her blood sugar is 105. So I'm just going to go back to the ear for a second and I'm just going to hold it with gauze and clamp it off to help it clot. And then we're all done. And then ideally we should probably give her a little treat for her troubles, because she says, I don't have diabetes and I don't need to have my ear plucked. But we chose her because she is light in color and it'd be easy for you to see the vein. Thank you for helping, Peaches. So now we're going to use a slightly more agreeable candidate who hopefully might be a little bit less busy. We're going to go ahead and put our strip in the machine again. And again, when we do that, it generally turns on. That's pretty standard for most glucometers. We're going to have our lancing device and our gauze square ready. If you need the flashlight to help illuminate the vein or the sunlight, you can use that. But we're going to use Mr. Wallace, and he is pretty light colored and pretty agreeable. So we'll give him some treats to distract him. And we'll go ahead and pluck his ear if he's chewing. And we're going to get that little drop of blood. If you don't get enough, just squeeze on either side of the vein gently, called milking the vein. And we're going to have a read in 8 seconds. And while we're waiting on that, we're going to fold our gauze square over and hold off the ear so he gets a chance to clot. Oh, and he is 204. And that is taking a BG read.